Hi everyone, and welcome to my masterclass today. And today we're going to be talking all about whether your business is right for PR. So let's get started. So the first answer, or the short answer, is yes, you should be doing PR. It's really just such a powerful way of doing your marketing, and every business has a story to tell, and every person has got advice to offer. Even if you think that your business isn't relevant, and maybe you have a window cleaning business, or maybe you're an accountant, and you feel like, I haven't got anything that's different to anyone else, you're wrong, because there is stuff that you know in your head that nobody else knows. And if you think about, if you go out socially and you say to someone, this is what I do, there will be the same questions that people ask you. Oh, how do you choose an accountant? Or, if you wash windows, what's the best product to wash windows? Or what time of year should I be doing it? Or how often should I be doing it? Whatever it might be, there is a whole lot of advice that you have got to offer. So what I thought I'd do now is I'd take you through 4 reasons why you should use PR to promote your business. So the first one is that it makes your marketing budget go so much further. And that's because having publicity for your business does a lot of great things. It increases your SEO, it gives you immediate trust and a whole lot of other things, but most importantly, it's free. You do not pay a media outlet to run a story for you. It's different to advertising, and it makes your budget go much, much further. So PR is far more effective than advertising, and really, if you think about it, people buy magazines or newspapers for the stories, not for the ads. If we're watching a show on TV and the ads come on, that's often the time that we use to go and make a cup of tea. If you are reading a magazine, you might just flick through the ads and wait to get to the stories. So they do say, or they used to say in the olden days, that PR is 5 times more valuable than advertising, because of course people's stories stick around as well. Ads come and go, but the stories stay. And I absolutely love this little diagram because I think it so cleverly shows the difference. When you buy an ad, people know that you are paying for the ad, and they know that you are controlling the message. So that's really like you saying, we're a great company, or look at my fantastic product, you should buy it. Whereas if you have PR, it is somebody else, i.e. the media outlet or the presenter or the radio announcer, saying they're a great company. So if you read something in the weekend newspapers and it's something that resonates with you, or in any of your industry media, you immediately think it must be a credible company, and you might go off and find out about it. If you see an ad, it may trigger oh, I must get to them, but it doesn't give you that same compulsion to go and find out more. And here's just a little diagram that I've done of the differences between advertising and PR. So advertising, obviously you pay. PR is called earned media because you have to write that story first, and you kind of earn the media outlet sort of running the story for you. So it is something that you don't pay for, you earn. Advertising obviously does build exposure and awareness, but PR builds trust because somebody else has told them how great your business is. So straight away there is trust there. Advertising is obviously much more expensive because you also have to do repetitive ads. One ad never works for anyone. You do need to have those ads happening fairly regularly so that people see it. Whereas PR, again, same thing. You do want that repetition. You do want there to be a number of articles out there, but you're not paying for them. Your time is the only thing that you're paying for. Your time, the time to write and the time to pitch. Advertising very clearly is saying to people, you should buy this. But the way that PR works is it's saying, this is important, you can trust this is important, you should pay attention. And of course, like I just said, people tend to skip the ads, but people do read the editorial, which is why you want to be in the editorial. Now, the other great reason to do PR is that it supports your marketing. So you can use your PR after it's been published on social media, and it will make your social media posts go much, much further because there's a media link in there. You can use it on your website and it increases your SEO. If you've got links in there that have come from the Herald Sun or from a Metro newspaper or a TV show or a credible magazine or newspaper, it increases the SEO because Google sees those links. Of course, you can put it out in your newsletter and immediately it gives you credibility. And even if you've got a bricks and mortar store, if you get publicity, you can start to I would frame it and put it up on the wall, or if you're in a restaurant, maybe laminate it and put it on in near the window. But it really does support all the rest of your marketing and gives it a lot more punch. And of course, the fourth one is that it boosts your brand awareness, but also trust. Because if people don't know who you are and they don't know your reputation and they don't know your product, then they can't buy from you. But if they read something about you, they trust you straight away, and it really boosts the credibility of your brand and kind of positions you as being one of the leaders in your particular industry. So I just thought what I'd do is maybe take you through how PR can impact your business. And I've got a couple of case studies of people that have done the training with me. The first one is Laura Picardi. Laura is an author and she's also a performance and stress management coach. She started off doing her PR earlier in 2019, and after 3 months, this is just some of the publicity that she managed to get for her business. And this is what it's done for her. She has actually been tracking it, and within 3 months she was getting 300% more website visits every time she was published. And let me tell you, when she got on TV, that went up to over 1,000%. Her lead magnet conversion rate has gone up from what most of us have, which is 2 or 5%, to 40% following any time that she's been published. She picked up 2 new clients. Now, she only takes 4 clients a year, and she's very particular about the types of people she takes. So to be able to get 2 new clients was huge for her. She was invited to do more than 1 speaking gig. She's been invited to do a few. One of the beautiful things that came out of it is that the Coles Group read one of the articles that she had written and contacted her to run workshops about stress management for their female employees. So now she's doing a whole lot of workshops for the Coles Group. And after she appeared on TV, she got 16 new business leads overnight, which she told us was 16 more leads than she'd had in the previous 33 years. So that just gives you an idea of the power of it. I thought I'd also tell you about Stella, who runs an agency called Brand for Brands. So she's a branding expert. And I think this is pretty much the first month's publicity that she got, maybe the first couple of months. But she has now been published so many times. And she's running a media release out every couple of weeks. Now she knows how to do it. And this is just giving her a lot of brand presence and a lot of trust in her industry. And after 6 months worth of PR, she told us that she'd had 21 articles published, and I think there were a whole lot more on the back burner, so she's probably had loads more by now. Her following on social media grew 21% across all the channels. She has been invited to speak at events both in Australia and overseas as a branding expert because people have Googled her, and she's got so many articles now that she owns the first 2 pages. If anyone Googles her name or branding expert, she's the one that comes up. Her new business inquiries have stopped being spikes that just happen, after doing a bit of activity, and they've turned into a steady stream. She says that now when she sends out a press release, multiple publications will pick it up. I think her best, she told us, is 5 different media outlets picked up just one media release, which can also happen. And she has now become a regular contributor to at least 3 media outlets, which is a pretty great result, I would say, from doing 6 months worth of PR. So I think it's fairly safe to say that PR works. And every type of business can do PR. I love this little illustration. I thought it kind of covered most businesses. But there is no business out there that I can think of that wouldn't be able to get PR for their business if they wanted to, whether they are going out to their local media, whether they're going out to statewide media, or whether they go national. And even if you are only local, there is no reason why you wouldn't go out to the national media, build a bit of profile for yourself to be seen as an expert, and what will happen is all your local customers will see it and go, whoa, wow, I can't believe we've got this person living in our area. We definitely must use them. I thought I would also just quickly run through with you the cost of advertising. Now, these figures, I have to say, are not incredibly up to date. They're a couple of years old, but they will just give you a feeling for how much it would cost if you were to advertise in these media outlets. So if you wanted to go on, and the other thing is, obviously, as a small business owner, a lot of us think that TV is completely out of our reach, but it isn't. All you have to do is come up with a newsworthy angle or some information or advice that will help other people. So the project is nearly $36,000 just for 30 seconds. So if you can get on the project, you'll normally get 2 or 3 minutes. You can start to see how that really adds up in terms of the value that you're getting. If you go on the morning show, which is the Channel 7 show that goes from 9 till 11 in the morning, you're going to be paying over nearly $3,500 for 30 seconds. If you can get on one of those shows, you normally get an interview that may be up to 5 minutes. So again, 15 to 20,000 plus all that credibility that you've been on TV. Sunrise is nearly $7,500 for 30 seconds, and Studio 10, which I can tell you now tends to be, I don't want to say a soft touch, but it is easy to pitch stories to Studio 10 and get something up on their show, and they charge over $2,000 for 30 seconds. But actually you can get on their show for sort of 5 to 10 minutes as one of the segments if you can come up with an angle that will really excite them. Now, I have done another masterclass about how to pitch yourself to morning TV, which you are welcome to go and have a look at. So the beautiful thing about PR, of course, is that you can target media that you couldn't begin to afford to advertise with. So the leading media in your particular industry, or metro newspapers, morning television, talk radio in every state, all of those people are looking for stories. And so if you can come up with the right angle, you can get in there and they're not going to charge you a penny, which I think makes it a very powerful type of marketing. Okay, so my last question would be, why would you do PR yourself? Well, of course, the first thing is if once you learn how to do it, then you never have to pay for it again. And so it becomes extremely cost effective. The other thing is that most of the journalists actually want to talk to business owners rather than publicists. So why not cut out the middleman and what is probably going to cost you $3 or $4 grand a month for a minimum of 3 months? And why not go directly to the journalists yourself and start to build those relationships directly? Once the journalists know the type of things that you can write about, your style of writing, and the kind of audience that you have and whether it resonates with their market, they will ask you to come back and do more, and they'll come back to you for comments because they have got to know you. So it is incredibly powerful to do your PR yourself. It really is a process like riding a bike, and once you learn how to do it, you will be able to do it for the rest of your life for this business or any other businesses you might have, and you'll be able to get free publicity for those businesses. So I hope you found this useful today. Please get in contact if you have any questions at all. My email address is jules@handleyourownpr.com.au, and I would love to be able to help you. Or if you're interested in any of my training and you want to know what's involved, either have a look on the website or shoot me an email. So I hope you have a great week, and I will see you next Wednesday at 12:20. And same back time, same back channel. Thank you very much.